Somebody save Arsenal. Somebody save us now. Because what I just saw Man City do to Liverpool has had me absolutely pissing my pants for the last 48 hours. Now, as you all know, Man City played Liverpool at the Etihad Stadium this weekend. And let's be honest, the game was sort of seen as the deciding factor between what team would challenge with Arsenal for the Premier League title. So going into the game, I think most football fans expected a highly competitive, close, even game. But obviously, if you watch the game, you would know that what Man City did to Liverpool was absolutely vile. They completely annihilated them. And watching this performance as an Arsenal fan, I was quivering in my boots, bro, because I was getting trauma from the 22-23 season. But the game was just, to be honest, it was very shocking. I don't remember the last time a game between Man City and Liverpool has been this one-sided. Liverpool looked so flat, so out of ideas. It was actually terrible. And obviously the first guy I have to talk about is Mohamed Salah. How this guy is still in the starting 11 is beyond me. Because the performances that he's been dishing out recently have to be breaking some sort of football ethical guidelines. Because to see an old age pensioner getting dominated like this every game is sad to see. You know it's dark when me, Salah's #1 hater, is just constantly upset at seeing him getting bullied every week. How are you actually getting bullied by the most average looking, curly headed light skin that this world has ever seen? But as I've said many times, this guy needs to go back to rugby or stick to belly dancing, because football is not for him no more. Somebody get him out of that starting lineup ASAP. Because I've seen this guy perform about 0.23 successful take-ons throughout the whole course of the Premier League season so far. He absolutely stinks. But I think I should let the glazing part of my genetics take over for this next segment, because we have to talk about the main man of that game, Jeremy Doku. I don't think I've ever seen a better individual performance in the Premier League in the past 5 years. This guy should be arrested for what he did to Liverpool's defense. Conor Bradley, I wouldn't be surprised if he hasn't slept a wink of sleep since that game, because he was getting absolutely tortured. You know, throughout the game, a lot of people thought that he should have been sent off. But I think the biggest way this guy could have been penalized or punished is being forced to stay on that pitch and try to defend Doku, because I'm sorry, this guy was chasing shadows the entire game. And Doku is looking really sharp and promising this season. You know, we all knew that he was fast, sharp, you know, good 1v1, but he never really had end product. But this season, it seems like he's finally added in that finishing touch into his game. And as somebody who is going to be competing with that throughout the course of this season, I'm shitting my pants. Obviously, Haaland scored a goal like he does every week, but no one can even try tell me that this guy meant to do what he did, because the ball just landed on his head and went in. And that puts him up to 14 Premier League goals in 11 games. Is he going to break his own record? We'll just have to wait and see. It's very possible though. And with the rate he's going at, I wouldn't be surprised at all. But speaking of breaking records, we have to mention the two record-breaking signings over the summer. Florian Wirtz and the most expensive bench warmer of all time, Alexander Isak. Wirtz, I'm just absolutely fed up with this guy. No one convinced me he's good. In the Prem, he's shit. He's not cut out for the Prem. He's too weak. He's not physical enough. He's not fast enough. He's not good enough at all. And Isak is doing a big service to the Liverpool team by warming up the bench for the other players, so that, you know, when they come off the bench isn't freezing cold, because, you know, we're getting to the winter time, so they want to come off the bench and the bench be nice and warm for them. And Isak, he's just doing that for the rest of the team. He's a team player. But on a real, how embarrassing is it that you are the most expensive signing in British history and you're not even in the starting 11? I know he's coming back from injury, but I don't care. Ekitike has looked better than him all season long. And to be frank, I don't think Isak should even get near that starting 11. But all I'm saying is, if these signings were made by any other team than Liverpool, they would have got hounded by the media 100 times more viciously than they have. But because they play for Liverpool, they have some sort of protection bubble around them. And I'm calling it out because I'm sick of it. How you can spend 250 M's on 2 players and they look shit? How do you even make that conscious decision? Somebody, Lex Luthor, I thought you were a smart guy, bro. I've watched the Superman films and seen, you know, he's created all these companies, all these inventions. Yeah, I thought he was a smart guy. Well, clearly not, because he is the worst transfer signing manager I've ever seen in my life. But speaking of signings, this is one player that they might need to replace. Van Disney, Van Dijk, the twerk specialist, Ice Spice's prodigy, has struck again. I know he scored a goal that was disallowed, and let's be honest, we all know that goal should not have been disallowed at all. But what is this guy doing for that second goal? Bro's trying to hit the Rocket League redirect by just flicking his shitty little flimsy leg out out to try and block the shot. What's he actually doing? He's seen all the memes about him twerking and putting in too much effort into him twerking, so he decided to go the complete opposite route and put no effort in and put the most lazy block attempt I've ever seen out. But speaking of the goal scorer of that goal, Nico Gonzalez, he was class. Rodri's regen, it looks like Man City have found the man that is going to replace Rodri. He looked very, very solid in that game. And so did City's team. I mean, it never really looked like they got out of second or third gear. The game looked so comfy for them. Liverpool never even really looked like they were properly threatening Man City. And as for Liverpool, I don't know where they go from here. Do they sack Arne Slot or Lex Luthor, whatever you want to call him, or do they stick it out with him? I don't know, because they are very close to being in the bottom half of the table. And as for Man City, like I mentioned at the beginning of the video, I'm shitting my pants. I don't want to be chased by City again, because we knew what happened last time that happened. And for real, City, give me some serious PTSD, and just please, just City, just don't be good, man. I know you look good against Liverpool, but I'm actually just pleading, just fall off, be inconsistent like I thought you were, and just don't win the league, please, bro. But other than that, folks, that's all I really have to say. It was an incredible performance by Man City. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you dislike this video, give it a thumbs up anyway. If you want more videos like this, there's a lot more videos just like this one on my channel. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I'll see you guys in the next one.